Good evening, everybody. I got the camera turned back around the other way after the candid conversation earlier. I think that was enough of my face for the day. In the background, you hear Stevie Wonder's Secret Flower of Life. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think it's that one. And it's not the full album. I found it inside another album. And these are my family's albums. I know I'm looking at now, listening to now. So I'll find the rest of that album. Because it's a 4-album. It's a 2-album, 2 LP album set. It's a set. I may turn it down because it sounds like it's going to overpower me. Let me do that. It is called The Secret Power of Plants. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by my channel. I know I lost a few people. Maybe I scared them with what I said earlier. You know, the work is hard. Inner work is very hard. It's not easy. And I've been doing it for years. I just didn't realize I was doing it, you know, the way that Sophia Charles talks about it. I didn't realize I was doing some of it that way. I'm sure I'm not doing it all. You know, not to say that I'm fully healed and all that. Nope. I'm still crazy. Crazy like the rest of y'all. Or us. But so are our counterparts. They crazy too. I decided to do something a little different tonight. I put out some other cards, but I do have some familiar ones. What I wanted to do before I get started, let's ask for prayer and protection. Source, please protect us from any energy, negative energy that will try to mess with this reading, tamper with this reading in any way, shape, and form. Keep any spirits and whatever else, keep them away from here. Let them go back from whence they've come. Let the people who do come to this channel be enlightened and understand the truthfulness in my journey, because that's what my channel is about. It's about my journey. I talk about being with my divine masculine, but I don't talk about how we met and everything. And I think the next time I do I show my face, I'll talk about how we met. And like I said, we've gone through all the other drama. But that's not what this is about. This is a collective reading. And I'm going to ask that Spirit tell us what energies we need to work on if we're serious about getting into union with ourselves. What if any chakras need to come out, or any information that needs to come out, if it could come out, and then we can delve into it a little bit more. So right now, discernment has come out. When you have discernment, that means it supports your ability to view the world and the people around you from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. So when you detach for somebody, that means you've moved away. Almost like 8 of Cups. And looking at that, yeah. This is the Visa Pisces. I don't say it right. That's that. And that's the masculine and feminine, and they're birthing something. And then this is the circular, which is the earth. And behind it is the flower of life. But there's some type of, this is yellow. So yellow for me means healing. And it's heart healing, because there's green in the center here. heart healing. And as I look at this card, even when this is something new, the pictures rotate for me, so that lets me know that things are being balanced out. Let me see. I won't talk about that. Never mind. Well, looks like a spaceship. I see this is like the wings, and that's the front of it. And that's the blast off. It's blasting off. But anyway, something about that. I don't know who that might be for somebody. But apparently there's some heart healing going on. Some words have been spoken. Because it's this blue here. This light blue means words have been spoken. Alright. What else? Anything else? You know, while we're working on our journey, that's what you have, you know, you have to work on things. Because it will help you get in alignment. You know, it's a lot of stuff we have to deal with. You know, some people think, oh, I just need to fix this and this and this. No, there's layers to it. And I can honestly tell you that, also, you know, once you disengage and get this discernment, emergence, something's going to emerge. And it's the truth. Feelings of love. This frequency invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Inner child. This is your inner child. Inner child work. And what will happen is that you have the love and the joy, and it's going to come from spirit. Because this white, I hate to even think of it as a cross, but you know, it's like a cross, and this is spirit here. But these are your part of your chakras and things, the colors that will be affected by this. This one's pulsing too. So these pictures they're alive, you know. Oh, and finally, consciousness. You know, once you get the truth of something and that emerges, you're going to have consciousness, and this frequency supports our ability to focus our attention on all of the multi-dimensional aspects that show up, so that we can include them in our reality. Spaceship. But this is part of the earth realm. This yellow one here is healing and action. The darker purple is I say is royalty, but it's spirit as well. The white is part of the spirit realm, but this blue is you'll be able to speak. You'll be able to speak clearly about whatever is going on. So, looking at that, we got a 2, we got a 7, and we got an 8. Whoever is into the numbers, you can look that up. And on the bottom, you have the sacral. So, a lot of this is going to happen through the sacral chakra. Intimacy. But it's not just the intimacy. It gives you power. It keeps you grounded. It helps balance you out. And how are we going to get this discernment and to emerge, something to emerge and give us a new level of consciousness? Who's going to help us with that? Who is going to help us with that? Who's going to help us? Okay, we got a few things coming out. You're going to shed your old skin when you get that discernment. And you're going to ignite your passions with the fire guardian on the emergence. That's what's going to happen. And consciously, you're going to be a shapeshifter. You're going to learn how to bob and weave, move from different realms. And look at that. They're very smart too. These are their animals. They're spirit guides. You got the eagle and you got the wolf. All wolves are not bad. But, and I'm saying that because I think about when Sophia Charles shows those wolves and the other, those spellcasters cards as the karmic card, as the wolves as karmics. These are good ones. These are your guidance. They're very loyal. All right. And that's this firekeeper. It's an angelic being, so he has his wings and he can levitate things. And this square here is one of the alchemical symbols, and it's masculine. It's because it's pointing up. This is a masculine energy. And he has all these other Fibonacci and geometric markings on him, so he knows the flower of life. And he knows sacred geometry, so he'll be able to help you. And again, this is part of the flower of life, tree of life too, because there are patterns back here. You're going to shed the old skin, but you're going to do this. Sorry about I don't know what's going on with the lights. But you're going to be able to do this. This symbol back here is the Shri Yantra, and that's an area where you can relax and meditate and get into union, mentally connect with the spirit realm, with your ancestors. So I guess that's where you're going to be gathering your information. Have faith in this journey. You got to do the work, your inner work, so you can get the discernment to allow you to shed your skin so you can grow, because there's some type of union that's going to happen. It's going to emerge. It's going to, first of all, it should be union with yourself. Most people see this, and this, this does look like a wedding and photo, and it could be, but the main thing is you want to get in union with yourself. Balance out your masculine and feminine energies. Think about the story that you tell yourself. It's a lot of work. It never ends. Anything else? Yeah, you're birthing whatever is coming, whatever type of union you're having, whether it's you're birthing a consciousness, and you're birthing your abilities to shape shift, you're birthing your ability to discern, good people, bad people, your weaknesses, and how to balance those things out. Definitely birthing those things. Because you're constantly being contacted. They're coming. Your family. I tell y'all, people laugh at me when I say this, but our friends up in the sky, they're here. for faith. Yeah, it's blossoming. Whatever your faith is blossoming. And this is part of your heart chakra. You know, there's you have your green and you have your reds, and then your healing as well. Yep, this is healing energy. And it's going down to cellular level. Your this discernment, these changes you're going through, it's all the way down to this your cells. As far as union, this you're in the matrix right now, and what could I say about the matrix? It's a lot going on in the matrix. It can be whatever it is you want it to be. You have help here. There is a being here that's ready to assist you, because I can see him. I won't go into that. And birthing. Where did it go? It's going to be very nurturing. When I see this is like honey. It's going to be very sweet, very abundant, very healthy, healing. And it's going to ripple. It's love. This is a love relationship. Oh, I hate that you all can't. I'm sorry for the glare. I don't know right now how to stop it. But yeah, this is a love relationship. And you have for angelic, you have this is one of the beings. There's a guide that's going to help you with the discernment and help you get a better understanding of who you are and your role here on earth. You are a goddess. That's what's emerging. This union, this is part of the union, and this is part of what's going on in the matrix. And a lot of people are going to have issues with it. If you're feminine, please get in touch. Know that you are. This is an important part of who you are. If you are a masculine, divine feminine, lucky you. You have learned to balance out your energies, but not only that, there's going to be some female in your life that's going to be very important to you. But yeah, this is the goddess card, so something's coming up with that, some type of abundance. You got to balance some things out, though. This is part of your heart. You know, as sweet as it's going to be, you're going to have to balance out this shadow side here, because this is your heart, but there's that shadow. You need to work on that. That's part of some inner work that needs to happen, balancing out the negative energies within yourself. These are doves, and I'm not really sure what they mean as a spirit animal, but they are definitely here to bless your life. I know they're gonna help clear out some things in your life. So that's something that you all need to be aware of. Use your intuition. You got your third eye here. This picture is totally purple. This is totally spirit. This is whatever messages or whatever it is you're birthing is definitely coming from spirit. And this is definitely a twin flame reading because you have the wings here. Plus you're protected. All these blessings are coming down. You know, they're coming down. They're shaking down. And this is something that's going to be forever. You know, a circle is, you know, you can't stop a circle. It's forever. And it's definitely happening in the crown area. So be aware of that. Use your be aware of this energy. Maybe that's what you're birthing as well. Like I said, it's coming from source. The information, all this stuff is happening from source. What should you know while this is going on? You should know your truth. Know who you are. You are a starseed. If you don't know what that is, look it up. We hard-headed. I can tell you that much. Starseeds are hard-headed. I can admit that I am hard-headed. It takes us a while to get the information. Take responsibility for your actions. Whatever it is, that dark side, if you're having issues with people, you need to, work on that and straighten that out. Excuse me, I'm over here yawning. You need to have an attitude of gratitude because you are in a blessed, where we are at this time of life is great. We have a lot of things that the people of the past did not have. Our ancestors didn't have access to this stuff that we have access to. Yep. Make each day count. You don't know when it's going to be your time to go back. You don't remember your contract. I know I don't remember mine. Oh, that just got light real quick when I said that. That was interesting. Understand that you are never alone. You are always guided and protected. Yeah, we have a druid. This spirit guide is holding space for us. This is somebody's team. I know I'm gonna pull out these okay, now oh, never mind. Weird things are happening. The sofa's shaking now. I pull out crystals and things like that, and I just understand that it's not a cure. It's not a cure, but it's an accent. It's supposed to help you. First card out, inner child, and using the rose quartz. I don't really stress the stones per se, but inner child. I say it. Inner child. You have to work on that child. You have to. Once you work on that child, you'll have expanded awareness of who you are, what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to do it, and all that good stuff. Yep, and you'll be healing yourself when you work on that inner child. But like I said, it is a lifelong journey. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. And like I said, our this wisdom, this emergence of things that are coming to you is ancient wisdom. This is in your ancestral line. Somebody's ancestors trying to give them some information, knowledge that they need. Second time this came up. Teacher. Pull out this, and then I'm going to pull out one more thing, and then I'm done. You know, a lot of times, you know, the Ascended Masters, they give us messages, and this is not saying that they're supposed to override your teachings of getting into union, but they can help you. You know, you're not supposed to stop what you're doing. These are accents to your healing. And I've been doing this for a while. Not card-wise, but just working on myself, with dealing with the things that I've dealt with as a child, and dealing with relationship-wise, soulmates that I didn't know were soulmates, but after meeting my twin, I understand, and it made a difference. Also, I want to say this: once I started doing the work, I could appreciate my twin so much more, because man, they deal with some stuff. Deal with a lot of stuff. I mean, we deal with stuff, but they deal with a lot of stuff. It's mind blowing. Okay. Storm wisdom. And this is the angel 444, crystal angel 444. Storms come in to clear out things. You know, don't fight the storm. Let it come. Let it clear out whatever it is it's supposed to clear out. Because once it's cleared, then you have knowledge. You know how to deal with that issue. Let's see what else. So somebody may be going through a storm. They may not be understanding that their heart is being opened. Once you get out of the storm, you're going to understand the inner queen. That's deep. I've never pulled this card before. Maybe by not dealing with your inner child, you miss out on being your inner queen. You know, you being confident, successful. You keep it hidden. So you don't even know how to be the queen. You might know how to be the princess, but not the queen. So you need to let this storm go. You know, go through it. Not stay in it. Go through it. Once you get to the other side, you'll have this intuition and this inner queen abilities. And you'll be able to use goodwill when you're dealing with people. Oh, it's 2 cards. Sorry. If you're anything like me, a sacred rebel, I'm always pushing the envelope on things. I try not to follow too much. You know, I'll follow to learn, but we're supposed to teach. That card came out kind of weird. I'll take it. Oh wow, 2 cards fell out. Wow. So you're going to be listening for your truth. Like I said, going through this storm and becoming the inner queen, and dealing with your intuition. That's going to happen. And you probably are going to have to release some alliances. It's people in your life you got to let go. You're going to have to do that. Sometimes the goddess has to stay away from people. Some energies shouldn't be around you. And look at that. These are self-care cards. Oh, I'm sorry for the glare. These are self-care, self-love. Yeah, because this look like these bugs or whatever are just irritating her, and she's releasing herself from that. And this one is totally different. Same person. And that's interesting. This is a 9 and this is a 10. Once you listen for your truth, they've gotten by themselves and they're listening to themselves, their inner voice. They're listening to them with their insides. Or as Sophia Charles says, you in reverse. They're listening to their universe. And their universe is saying, you got to get rid of some people, some situations, because it's no good for you. And wow. And it's going to ask you, I've never seen this card. What does it feel? What do you feel? You're going to have to address that. And there's the moon. And look at that, sacred geometry. I've had these cards before I bought the sacred geometry cards. And I didn't realize that I had sacred geometry in here too. And there's some fruit. Look at that. Apples and oranges. You got to weigh some things. All right. Last card. Okay, I'll take that one. Now, like I said, everybody, you could use the crystals, but these are not total healing crystals unless you're doing the inner work. And what's needed, or what's suggested, is this chrysocolla. I'm saying it wrong. And I'm going to read about it. I'll tell you what kind of stone it is. It is an earthy stone, so it's going to help you here on the earth realm. Isn't that something? Self-love. I was just talking about that. Self-love. And it's right in between these two cards as well. And I'm going to drop them. And the intuition. Can't make this up. Self-love. I'm going to read it. This is tranquil and sustaining. Chrysocolla encourages you to remain serene and strong during change or challenge. Dissolving destructive emotional programming, it increases energy assimilation. I would use this stone while doing the reprogramming by Anna's program, Transformative. I don't want to mess her channel up, but Anna, because I like her reprogramming videos. And what it does, it helps you love and value yourself. Because bitterness and self-doubt have no place in well-being. It is good to nourish your body with self-love and gentleness. Look at that. Can't make it up. Wow. Okay, this is it for tonight. Just doing something a little different. Given sometimes I get bored. I'm easily bored if I'm using the same thing over and over and over again, but I do understand the importance of doing it that way. But I just wanted to switch the collective reading tonight, and hopefully, there was information given here that will help you, you know, make make the choices and changes you need to do to heal yourself. Alrighty. Till later. Peace. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with me, Z.